everybody?
Yeah.
You got are those Pasquotank starters? Oh, that's the one.
Tonight's contest against Northeastern High School in your Pasquotank County High School Panthers. Make some noise for Brandon Smith. Last game going over 1,000 points. Yes, sir. Now for the starting lineup.
is a packed house here at Pasquotank County High School as we bring you the high school basketball game of the week. Jarvis Riddick here alongside the ECSU women's basketball player Karina Scott as well. And for the first time ever as well in WRVS and high school basketball game of the week history, we'll also be streaming this game on YouTube as well as giving you live radio coverage as we bring in these two powerhouses in tonight's contest. The Pasquotank Panthers are coming into this contest 12-3 on the season, 1-2 on the conference. They'll be hosting the Eagles of Northeastern High School as they sit at a record of 10-2 and 3-1 on the conference. And when you look at the conference record, Northeastern is sitting at first place, at least with their conference records, while the Panthers are sitting at fourth place. Also, Karina, I don't know if you heard it, but when they were doing some of those pregame introductions, it actually been brought to our attention that Brandon Smith has actually reached over 1,000 points in his career here at Pasquotank High School. They're giving out a banner and a plaque for Brandon Smith as well. Congratulating him on 1,000 points, and he'll be actually starting in tonight's contest, trying to give you a few more points. Also, some more starters for the Pasquotank County Panthers will be starting at the forward position will be number 11, DeTravian Simpson. Like I said, at the guard will be number 12, Brandon Smith. At the forward position will be number 20, Tyshawn Spencer. Also coming in will be forward number 30, Jayon Harris. And at the center, or at the forward position, will be number 34, Trey Barnes. And for your Northeastern High School Eagles, you have starting as number 0, Zacoby Whitby. Also starting as number 2, Tavon Bell. Number 5, Jaquil Stallings. Number 10, Colin Moore. And number 24, Makai Williams. As they're now announcing those starting lineups. Eagles trying to get a clean sweep in today's game as well. This will be game 3. The JV boys of the Eagles won their contest 61-54, and the Lady Eagles of Northeastern won their contest against the Lady Panthers 53-32. So the Eagles are up 2-0 now. Let's see if the Eagles can make it 3-0. So I guess, Karina, in the meantime, what are you expecting to see from both of these teams? I know you're very excited to come along to help everybody listen to this broadcast. So what are your game plans in today's contest, and what do you want to see the most?
I'm really excited for this game. It's a nice rivalry game. It's expected with a packed out crowd. I mean, I had to park literally in the grass because there was no parking spaces. Had to put my parallel parking skills to the test. These are two teams that are evenly battle tested, with Pasquotank being 12-3, Northeastern being 10-2. And some matchups that I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see Tavon Bell against Trey Barnes and Brandon Smith against Whitby. That's going to be a great matchup. Equally versatile, really talented players that I'm excited to see. Pasquotank, of course, at home, and Brandon Smith kind of feeling good about himself. Just got a major accomplishment of 1,000 points. Congratulations to him. So I imagine he's feeling good this game and excited to keep building on his points to keep moving forward.
Yeah, what helped them reach that 1,000 point mark was that victory against Deep Creek actually last Monday on MLK Day at the Border Clash. And as Pasquotank defeated Deep Creek 68-36, Brandon Smith actually scored 29 points in that contest, shooting at a rate of over 50%. Actually, he was really efficient, actually 11 of 14 from the field. Trey Barnes was the one who actually went 50% in that contest, making 4 of 8 of his field goals. Like you were saying, that'll be an interesting matchup. And speaking of, at the tip-off will be number 34, Trey Barnes, and number 2, Tavon Bell. And Bell wins the tip-off for the Eagles. It goes into the hands of Zacoby Whitby, and he immediately pops a 3. It's off, but Tavon Bell is there with the rebound. He just throws up a crazy shot as he goes to the ground. So now the ball goes into the hands of the white jerseys, which will be the Pasquotank Panthers. Those white jerseys with the blue and gray trim. As Smith is guarded against Bell, he gets a shot blocked. Actually, they're going to call a foul. So
that was really good defense by Bell. You can see his athleticism. He's one of those two-way players who plays football, and you kind of see those skills translating onto the basketball court. I think he might have bailed him out on that shot, but he was really cutting him off each way. He really had him all the way up until the shot.
Smith will take the first free throws of the game. That first one to go in. And yet, Tavon Bell's a really athletic specimen as well. Like you said, plays multiple sports as well. Also was on the football team at a wide receiver. As Brandon Smith makes that second free throw. Brandon Smith, this team's leading scorer, averaging around 18 points per game. They'll pass that one down low to Bill. He finds Williams down low at the last minute, who passes it out to Colin Moore. Moore strikes first for the Eagles with a three-pointer around that left wing, giving the Eagles a 3-2 lead with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. That
was a great pass by Bell as well. He kind of hit him with the no-look pass, showing his skill, being crafty. I really like that.
And at the moment, you can see things are really tense and heating up as we're going to get another foul call. I believe that foul was against the Eagles. And I believe that'll be Tavon Bell's second foul, and he'll have to come out of the game already. As he's not number 3, Damari McNeil makes his way in for Tavon Bell as we approach that 7-minute mark. As Smith will miss that layup. As Stallings, he misses the layup in transition, but you got a bunch of Eagles trying to get on the heels of Pasquotank. As from a pass to Simpson from Smith, sets him up to get 2 more points now.
That was a no-look pass, too. I guess that's the thing of this game.
Simpson and Brandon Smith have very great synergy amongst one another. As McNeil gets his shot blocked by Barnes. Barnes already with his first block of the game.
I mean, he is a monster in that paint. You can always count on him to get a block. I know Pasquotank averages 7 blocks per game over the season, and I know he has to have about 3 or 4 of them each game himself.
Yep, and you're actually absolutely right, as Trey Barnes averaging about 4 blocks per game on the season. Also getting it done on the offensive end as well, shooting about 62% from the field as McNeil misses that first free throw. Eagles in with some new look jerseys as well. I don't recall seeing these that frequently. They got some black jerseys on, what I want to say, with some gold trim. Also a few more gold designs on the shorts as well.
This game definitely is going to be a scrappy game. You've got a crowd. You're definitely going to play hard in front of this crowd. I think also some craftiness coming out, trying to put on a show for your fans. But definitely a scrappy, aggressive game coming up.
Yeah, you can just feel the passion on the floor, and not just from the players, also from the coaches. As we're going to get a layup from Jacoby Whitby to put 2 more points on the board. That'll give Northeastern a 5-4 lead now as we approach 6 minutes on the first quarter. Gonna get a quick pull up from Simpson. Goes too far to the left. And actually number 20, Tashawn Spencer, managed to come away with a second chance opportunity. He'll get fouled. Let's say that foul was on number 24, Makai Williams. That'll be the Eagles. I believe that's their 3rd foul already in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Coach not looking too happy with that call by the ref.
Yep, head coach of the Eagles, Ronald Nixon, and of course, the head coach for the Pasquotank Panthers is LaKendrick Lee. LaKendrick Lee also went to Elizabeth City State. Also, I believe Coach Ronald Nixon also went to the University of Elizabeth City. As Spencer misses that first free throw. Yep. As you can see, it's jam-packed in the gymnasium here at Pasquotank High School as Spencer makes the second free throw, tying his ball game up 5-5.
Jarvis is truly standing room only. I see each corner has got a crowd of people just standing.
Yeah, I believe in that far left corner also a few staff members as well for Pasquotank High School, getting them an exclusive seat. Also, we have pretty good seating as well, sitting on the floor right by the scorer's table, getting all the action as Makai Williams comes away with that offensive rebound, and he'll get fouled going up.
Williams may not show up too much on the stat sheet, but his presence is always dominant. I mean, he has the build, again, another two-way player from football. He owns the paint. Nothing's coming in easy with him. He's always going to, he's got a big body. He's tall. He's strong. He's able to grab those rebounds for his team. He does the hard stuff, and he doesn't let anything come in his paint easily, like I had said. So his presence is definitely felt, and I think it's smart to utilize him and his strength and his abilities this game.
Yeah, he played defensive tackle, so he doesn't mind contact. As he'll miss both of those free throws, so the score will stay tied 5-5 as we approach 5.5 minutes now in this first quarter. Smith will pass that one to Harris. Harris will take a deep three from the top of the key as Spencer comes away with that rebound. Harris is actually also another two-sport athlete. He also plays football, I believe running back for the Pasquotank Panthers. As Smith will take this one down low inside, try to get a spin to create an opening. He'll miss that layup, and the Eagles will come away with the rebound.
I think Northeastern definitely knows the scouting report to not let him get going early. So he's definitely going to have to work for his buckets and find those small openings and gaps where he can to get his buckets off. But for now, he might have to focus on creating for his teammates since all the attention will be on him this whole game.
And actually, both teams will be really familiar with each other as well. They'll actually play each other 3 times this regular season, as the first time they played, Northeastern ended up defeating them 77-68 in the Christmas tournament that was held at Hertford County. And now their second matchup will be played now at the moment. The third matchup will be at Northeastern at a later date, as we're going to get a 3-point shot from Jayon Harris from that left corner. He'll miss that one, and the Eagles will come away with the rebound.
Just as I was talking about, he needs to play make, because when he drives, he's automatically going to drive 2 or 3 people. So looking for those people on the kickouts or dump-offs will be crucial. Now the teammates just have to finish the job and knock those shots down or score the layup for him.
Yeah, and Harris is looking to get some of those shots now. Would actually, Stallings will pass that one down low to Williams. Williams gets on the board now with a layup on that left side, giving the Eagles a 7-5 lead as we approach the halfway point now in this first quarter. Spencer pulled this one from that right wing. He misses, but Barnes comes away with the rebound, and he makes a second chance opportunity, tying his game back up all over again. Score is tied up 7-7 now.
Barnes is definitely someone you want to keep off the glass. Find him every time a shot goes up, because you don't want him coming with the rebound, because it's most likely a guaranteed 2 points with the putback.
As he's one of those players as well, averaging a double-double on the season. As will be a pass this one to Colin Moore. He'll take a quick, I want to say that was a floater a little bit outside of the paint. And now you can hear Coach Nixon telling his own team to go into a 2-3 zone now. As we get a shot from Simpson, Spencer comes away with the rebound, and he'll put that one back up for 2 points. We're going to get a quick timeout from Coach Ronald Nixon. We're going to keep it here, though, just to give you a bunch of excitement going on. I want you to hear all this going on. Hear the arena, like everybody in the arena is really on another level now, and you hear a lot of loudness and noise behind us. That's because we have Northeastern's crowd right behind us. Also, want to give a shout out and express our gratitude for anybody listening, whether it's on WRVS 89.9 or looking at the game live on YouTube. We just appreciate all the support that you've given us. And the score is tied up 9-9. 3 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in this first quarter of action. As I was talking about earlier as well, both these teams have already played each other already. The Eagles ended up defeating Pasquotank 77-68 in that Christmas tournament held at Hertford County High School. And in that game, Northeastern actually outscored Pasquotank 25-9 in that third quarter. I believe that was really the turning point in that game. They're ready to start this one. Damari McNeil will inbound this one to Jaquil Stallings. Get a full court pressure from Pasquotank. See Coach Nixon coming towards our table, giving the instructions to his players. He's going to get a missed 3 from Moore. Spencer comes away with that rebound. Spencer has really racked up a lot of rebounds. He'll get a traveling violation, trying to go coast to coast.
That would have been a nice move. I think he just took one extra step, but that definitely got the crowd riled up. Yeah, got some ooh and ahs from that move.
That would have been an amazing highlight play, though. Yeah, Spencer, he's really gobbling up a lot of these boards today, though. Really fighting down low with Makai Williams and Savon Bell. And Damari McNeil now as well. As Whitby's guarded by Simpson. This should be an interesting matchup as well. Trying to get that one down low to Williams. He's guarded And he was actually guarded by Simpson. He tried to switch off on him, and Williams will score in the post now, giving the Eagles an 11-9 lead. As Barnes misses that layup on Williams. Spencer comes away with another offensive rebound. He can't make the putback as McNeil gets that rebound, giving the possession back to the Eagles.
Yeah, once Williams catches it in the paint, you're kind of done for. Like I said, his strength is just too much for any of these boys to handle.
Well, he doesn't mind getting down low and getting physical. Would be now guarded by Jayon Harris. He'll go up at the last minute and make that one.
I also think that was Coach's plan to have him set the screen for Whitby to get him open, because it's going to be hard to fight through his screens.
So creating a lot of those openings as well. I'm noticing that the Eagles are starting to score a lot of their points down low now in this game as they take a 13-9 lead. A minute and a half left to go.
I think Pasquotank needs to take a page out of their book. Pasquotank hasn't hit a three yet. I think they need to see it go in the basket a few times down low, inside attacking, before they move out and start shooting some more shots. Definitely don't want to shoot yourself out of this game to give them a lead.
Yeah, and they probably will have a few more scoring opportunities from the three-point line when Northeastern goes in that 2-3 zone. As we're going to get a quick substitution for the Eagles. Number 22, Kamori Williams, will come in for Makai Williams. Brandon Smith will inbound this ball for the Panthers. Also coming in for Pasquotank will be number 24, Ryan Whitby. He'll come in for Travian Simpson. Still inbound this one down low to Harris. They'll actually say that ball was blocked by McNeil. No foul. This will be a clean block. It'll go out of bounds. The possession will remain with Pasquotank.
I think the refs may have called a few too early. They're kind of letting them play now.
Yeah, Tavon Bell ended up getting 2 quick fouls to start this game off, which is why he had to take a seat on the bench for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure he may come in for a little bit at the start of the second quarter. We're going to get a turnover against Pasquotank now, giving possession back to the Eagles. Eagles going right to left on your radio dial.
Northeastern will definitely need Bell this game, so hopefully he can stay disciplined enough to still play good defense without fouling.
Stallings will take that jump shot near the free throw line, giving the Eagles 2 more points. They'll take a 15-9 lead now, and that'll be a timeout now from head coach LaKendrick Lee for Pasquotank. Eagles leading this one 15-9 with 1:05 left to go. While we have a little bit of time, we just want to let you all know that your donations allow us to present live radio coverage of high school basketball games. And now is the time to make sure your message is heard by hundreds of listeners. You can call 252-335-3985 to purchase your sponsorship package, and you can promote your business, organization, and or event. Once again, that number is 252-335-3985. As that timeout concludes now, both teams are back on the court. Been an eventful first quarter so far with 1 minute left to go.
Yeah, I saw as the Eagles were heading to their timeout to their bench, Whitby had a few words to say, maybe talking some smack already.
Yeah, but I know sometimes these officials now have their ears out listening for profanity, and they will give you a penalty for saying vulgar language. As they'll pass this one to Whitby. He's guarded by Kamori Williams. Smith will take that pull-up jumper. He makes the contested jump shot now, making this a 2-possession game. The Eagles now only leading 15-11. 40 seconds left to go in his first quarter of action.
That's definitely what you call good defense, better offense. He had a tough shot that he just had to make, and that's kind of what he'll see all night long.
Speaking of tough shots as well, DeMar McNeil makes a tough layup on the other end as well, giving the Eagles a 17-11 lead. As Pasquotank now have possession of the rock. They'll hand this one down low to Trey Barnes. As actually that'll be a turnover now against Pasquotank. Can't see precisely what it was, but the possession will go back to those black jerseys. As you can see, Coach Nixon telling his team the positions he need them to be in. Whitby try to go down low on Brandon Smith, but I believe that was Ryan Whitby this time with the rejection, with the help defense.
Definitely think that was an ISO play. As you can hear the coaches saying spread it out, and you see everyone kind of clear out the way, and one flat ball screen. Seeing that matchup between Smith and Whidbey, definitely trying to ISO.
Yeah, I noticed at times, they've done that with Whidbey quite a few times in the game. I believe they also try to do that same maneuver with Jaquil Stallings as well, as Whidbey will take some free throws. As that first one is off, that'll be a bit short. A little under 2 seconds to go in this first quarter of action.
I don't know who got that tech, but I'm assuming it might have been Smith since he was the one guarding Whidbey.
But as Whidbey misses both free throws, he squandered that opportunity just a bit, but the Eagles will get the ball back on the offensive end. Yeah, I actually did notice that. I managed to catch quite a bit of that women's game, and I did overhear one of the officials saying sometimes they will give you a technical foul for bad language, so maybe something was said that didn't sit right with the officials. But this is actually one of those games as well where you have to really stay honed and disciplined. A lot going on in this gymnasium, and you have to really be honed in and try not to commit those mistakes.
Yeah, I definitely can see that happening. They keep exchanging words. You can see them talking to each other. So definitely in a heated game like this, I can only imagine what is being said.
Absolutely. So now, though, both teams will have a chance to settle in a little bit as that first quarter ends. Your score, the Eagles 17, Pasquotank to 11. We're going to take a quick break, but stay tuned for more basketball action on WRVS 89.9. And you also listen or watch the game live also on WRVS 89.9 on YouTube.com. We'll be back soon. I'll take 30. Thank you. So Brandon Smith will be the one to bring this one up, going left to right on your radio dial. Smith will stop and take that pull-up jumper. He'll miss that one as Stallings comes away with the rebound. Tries to take that left-handed layup. He'll miss that one. And the Panthers will now take this one. Harris goes up over Makai Williams. He'll score on the foul and have an opportunity to get an extra point.
That was a great attack. When you get him in transition, you definitely want to go at him, put him on his heels, and then there's your good attacks. You get him going away from the basket, and that's when you can draw into him and get those and ones. And he had a really strong finish.
And now it's back to a double possession game now from Pasquotank, as Harris is set to take that free throw. He'll miss that one, and possession will stay with Pasquotank off of that rebound from Whidbey. As Smith tried to go over that layup. The ball was blocked, but unfortunately he did get a lot of contact as well, sending him back to the free throw line.
His aggression will be good for him this game because they're sending so many people, you're bound to get a foul. As long as you go up strong and go into the contact.
If that foul was on Makai Williams, and to make bad news worse, that's Makai Williams' third foul now on the evening, as now number 22, Kamori Williams, is set to make his way in the game. As Smith makes that free throw, to make the first free throw, as Williams has to take a quick breather. And now the coaches are letting him know the reason why he's being taken out of the game. He's a bit confused at first, but it's like you got to preserve him for the rest of this contest, as DeMar McNeil gets that rebound from the missed free throw from Brandon Smith.
Definitely not good to have Bell and Williams in foul trouble this early in the game.
Yeah, I believe Bell has 2 fouls and Williams has 3, as Whidbey misses that three-point shot. That one a bit short. Pasquotank coming left to right on the play. Ryan Whitby looking to pass that one. They get that one to Jayon Harris, who takes the pull-up jumper near the charity stripe. He'll make that one now. It'll be a 16-17 now, going in the Eagles' favor. Shaquille Stallings bringing this one up. He's taking it a little slow, going up there. He'll be guarded by Brandon Smith. I believe this will be an interesting matchup, too, depending on those screens.
Definitely.
He's making a lot of switches. As Kamori Williams takes a three-point shot, that one will rim off. That'll go into the hands of Jaden Mitchell for the Panthers. He's guarded by Colin Moore. Haven't said his name a lot either since the beginning of the game after that three-point shot he made. Smith is looking for that screen, and Ryan Whitby will give it to him. As Mitchell gives it back down low to Brandon Smith, who scores down low, right underneath the rim, manages to create an opening now, giving the Panthers an 18-17 lead.
Honestly surprised he didn't go for that dunk. We all know that he likes to get him a nice dunk.
Yeah, I think he might have been quite in position. Speaking of position, Whitby was in the wrong position. And we're going to get almost got a flashy play on the other end between Harris and Smith. As Whitby will take that corner three. He'll miss that one. He gets an unlucky bounce on that one. Giving the ball right back to Pasquotank. As Harris, guarded by McNeil, he'll pass that one to Whitby. And Whitby will pass this one out to Jaden Mitchell, will take this one up. The official, people are calling for a 3-second violation, but the Eagles get the ball back anyway from a steal from Jacoby Whitby, who scores the layup in transition. Smith now guarded by Colin Moore. He almost lost the ball. Moore hits the ground. Moore hit that ground trying to get that ball. And before things can escalate even more out of control, we're going to get a quick timeout from Pasquotank. So that was a lot of back and forth action there on that fast break. Just saw both teams were trying to score in transition, missing a lot of shows, especially down low in the interior.
I think defense will be the name of this game. Northeastern's playing really tough defense, flying around everywhere, doing random traps whenever that you can see them in the trap zone or whenever they're vulnerable to get a trap.
I believe that will be an interesting tidbit as well, as actually both teams score above their average of what they normally did in the first quarters. I believe the score was 16-17. Northeastern usually averages about 15 points in the first quarter, while Pasquotank averages about 14. So you can see the intensity has really picked up in this ball game.
Definitely.
Both teams have a lot to play for as well when you look at that conference. Northeastern right behind Martin County in just the 3A as well, as Northeastern sits number 4 in that 3A division. As they try to pass that one down low to Simpson. Kamori Williams will get the turnover, and it almost went back into the hands of Pasquotank, but Simpson couldn't hold on to that ball as it went out of bounds again. The pace of this game is extremely fast. Almost, I feel like I gotta really have the same analysis as a computer or something to really keep up with all the action. But I'll do my best. Me and Karina do our best to give you all the action on WRVS 89.9. As Stallings trying to make that tough layup. They'll call a foul against Trey Barnes.
You saw he really got into his body, definitely to draw that foul, possibly to get an and one, but make him earn it on the charity stripe to get two points.
Yep. As now looks like Tavon Bell gets set to come back into this game. Had to take quite a breather after getting 2 fouls earlier in the game. As Shaquille Stallings is set to take these free throws. He'll miss that first one. Shaquille Stallings in that win against Martin County. 5 of 9 from the charity stripe with a total of 17 points. That was a big window for the Eagles against Martin County. They're right behind each other, neck and neck, not just in the conference, but just in all of 3A themselves. There's top 4 teams in that division. Of course, Farmville Central sitting at number 1. As Stallings misses both free throws, Spencer comes away with the rebound. Whitby will take this one left to right. Spencer looking for somebody to get the ball to, and almost
I know I'm a good three-point shooter, but
with those lightning reflexes, almost hit somebody in the crowd as well. We can't help him out in this game, though.
yeah, we cannot.
We can talk about everything that's going on as we get a last-second pass down low to McNeil. He can't make it, and I'm looking at the passion from Coach Lee on the other end. He's hopping up and down, telling his team to get that rebound and not let players get down low so easily. As I believe we'll get another foul. I believe that was an offensive foul, actually, against Damari McNeil. Yeah, we can see Coach Nixon a bit upset about that foul as he was underneath the basket. As Smith misses that turnaround jumper for the Panthers. They're going to call a foul against Northeastern. They almost came away with a turnover, but officials will call a foul at that last minute. As Brandon Smith will be the one to inbound this ball. Almost approaching the halfway point in the second quarter. The score's been stuck at 18-19 for quite a while. As Smith will pull from the right corner. He'll miss that one, but Ryan Whitby comes away with the rebound, who gives it to Jayon Harris. He dishes it down low to Spencer at the last moment. He gets his own rebound. He'll miss that second chance opportunity, but he'll get a third chance to his team. This time the ball goes out to the Travian Simpson. He'll pass it down low to Spencer again. He's guarded by Bill. Smith now, he'll shoot it from the left side. He's more successful there. He gets the three-point shot, and now he also gives his team a 21-19 lead now with 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half.
Smith is definitely one you don't want to leave open at the three-point line, as he averages about 43% clip from the three-point line. Definitely someone you want to, he's a three-level scorer. You have to guard him at all levels. Have to be there on the catch and close out so he doesn't get an open look at the three-point line.
And he scored at almost every level of the court so far with some layups. We just saw the three-point shot, and he's had some mid-range pull-ups as well. As Pasquotank comes away with a rebound again. That ball is quickly taken. They get right into the hip of Simpson. They try to give that one down low to Stallings at the last moment. That pass almost went into the hands of Pasquotank as Stallings will take Whitby down low. He'll score with the left hand. Quickly responding now, giving Northeastern a 23-21 lead.
Stallings definitely knows how to use his body to create nasty pull-up.
Smith makes the long two over to Von Bell. And actually, Bell can't be as aggressive as he can on some of these shot contests because of the foul situation he's in. So, I mean, he's getting there in his opponent's grill, but can't really put those hands quite up.
Definitely.
As this ball game is all tied up 20 now to 23-23. As Whitby gets that second chance opportunity, but at the last moment, he dumps it down low to Bell, who puts that ball back up now, giving the Eagles a 25-23 lead.
Them getting it down low has been great for them. They've been finding a lot of success anytime they've been on the attack or getting it down low right at that block.
Yep. We're under the 2-minute mark now. You can see Brandon Smith, I believe he wants another screen, as Ryan Whitby will give him a quick screen. And that'll be an illegal screen as well against Whitby. It looks like he tried to turn his hip into the defender. And because of that, now we get a quick substitution as number 22, Jamari Hill, will come in for Ryan Whitby. Eagles leading this game 25-23 as Colin Moore be the one to inbound this one. Jaquil Stallings will bring this one up the court. He's guarded by Jayon Harris. He'll pass it down a little to Martin McNeil. He's a bit patient, and with that post spin move, it'll rim out as Jamari Hill comes away with that rebound. Smith will bring this one up with a quick layup over two. He'll miss that one as Bell comes away with the rebound. We give it to Colin Moore to bring up. Actually, he'll pass that one at the last minute to Jaquil Stallings, who will bring this one up. He's guarded by Jayon Harris. Trying to get down low. He'll score. He won't get a call, but he comes away with his own rebound. He passes it down low to Damari McNeil. That's a great find by Stallings. He had 3 on him, and he had an open man down low, and he managed to get that ball to him.
Definitely. I think Stallings might be left-handed, as his his two drives were with his left hand, and seeing that they're sitting on his left hand, forcing him to go right, and that attack on the right side did not look the same as the attack as it did on the left side.
I didn't know he does prefer finishing with his left, as Harris misses that three-point shot as McNeil will come away with the rebound.
That one might have been a robbed, a little in and out action.
As Bill will be guarded now by Hill. He blows past him. He'll pass it down low to McNeil at the last moment. I believe we're going to get a foul call.
They've mastered that drive and dump off. I want to say they've done that almost every time they've attacked is do a dump off. And it's the right read because it's there. They're not helping the helper, and they're getting good shots, good layups off of it.
Yeah, I don't believe they may have counted that shot, as I believe there was a foul call. Score says 27-23 though. And Savon Bell is set to inbound this ball. He'll find Stallings down low. He's guarded by two. But DeMar McNeil comes away with the rebound, and that's taken from him from Brandon Smith. We're going to get a jump ball. And Coach Nixon isn't too pleased. Not with the call, perhaps, but he's upset with the teammate not really being able to secure that ball on the rebound. But they'll hand it down low again to Jaquil Stallings, who misses it. This time, Spencer comes away with the rebound. He has numbers. Simpson dunks that one with the right hand, and that'll be the first dunk of the game. And that'll be how we end the half.
What a way to close out the half.
Yeah, so they'll cut into that deficit now. It'll be a one-possession game. The Eagles leading this one 27-25. But Karina, tell us your thoughts on that first half of action.
I mean, that was a great way to close out the half with a nice dunk. I was just saying he likes to get a dunk in at least. So I'm happy to see that he got his. But that was kind of a lack of hustle on the Northeastern side. No one got back. No one sprinted back. They kind of just stopped the ball and kind of just everyone was still behind half court, not even attempt to get back. But overall, a really good half. Both teams are playing super aggressive on the defensive end, on the offensive end. They're on the attack. Like I said, Pasquotank wasn't hitting too many threes, and they kind of needed to get some stuff down low more so than just putting up a lot of threes when you're not seeing the ball go in. But Smith has hit two already, so he's kind of got the hot hand. Wonder if he can carry that momentum into the next half because I think he's 2 for 3 from the three. Like I said, he's a 3-level scorer, so he'll be dangerous in this contest. And Whitby on Northeastern is also doing a good job.
Yes.
I hate to see that Williams and Bell are in foul trouble because that kind of limits how much they can play and how aggressive they can play, kind of not wanting to play as hard of defense, kind of not wanting to get fouled out or in foul trouble during the game. But they're definitely a good presence on the defensive end and Bell on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you were saying with the foul situation, Bell, luckily while he got into that second quarter, didn't foul at all in that game, so he'll finish the half with 2 fouls. Unfortunately for Makai Williams, he had 3 fouls, and you didn't see him anymore for the rest of that second quarter, but hopefully he can get things going in that third quarter again, as he brought a lot of value down low, getting some of those offensive rebounds. But we'll speak about that more when we come back from the halftime break. In the meantime, might try to get you a score in that Caratuck and First Flight game as well. I believe that game is also in action. We'll see if we can get you that and some more analysis when we return. And so we would just once again just give you we appreciate everybody listening on WRVS 89. Now we're going to take a quick break though, so stay tuned for more basketball action on WRVS 89.9 and also listen on WRVS 89.9 on our YouTube channel. We'll be back soon. Stallings as well. Both players are probably sitting above 5 points. Also, Mikal Williams has 4 points unofficially. As Pasquotank is getting ready to inbound this one. They'll start the quarter off with possession. Yep. We'll wait for all the players to come up here now. Gonna get one last soundtrack in before this quarter starts. The ball is inbounded, and Brandon Smith will be the one to bring this one up, going right to left on your radio dial. Smith guarded by Stallings. He'll pass that one to Spencer. He'll be guarded by Damari McNeil, who will start this one off. As that'll be a backcourt violation against Pasquotank. Actually, they won't call that one. But nonetheless, though, Northeastern will get the ball. You can see the official, he's signaling everybody to come up. So somebody for Northeastern to inbound this one, I believe.
And that is a perfect example of why you play through the whistle, because he didn't call it as soon as he got it, but he ran out of bounds. So that's why they're taking it out right under the basket.
Okay. Whitby missed that three-point shot from the left corner. Tavon Bell gets the rebound, and he'll get a quick putback. Looked like he may have said something to Smith before coming back on defense. Eagles now leading this one 29-25. And we're going to get, I believe, a jump ball. That'll be a jump ball. And possession will go to the Eagles. Bell caught a lucky break, though. That wasn't a foul call against them. And Shaquille Stallings will be the one to bring this ball up the court. This team's primary facilitator. He'll get this one to Bell, who's guarded by Spencer. He'll get that ball taken from him. Actually, it was the Eagle that got that loose ball, Damari McNeil. They'll call it jump ball, though. Giving the possession to the Panthers.
Get the ball right back.
So Spencer inbound this one to Brandon Smith. He'll get this one to Jayon Harris, who's guarded by Jacoby Whitby. This will be an interesting matchup, too. Kobe anchors down on that spin. He'll give it to Spencer this time, who goes into the lane. He misses that one. But Harris comes away with the rebound, giving this team another chance. He misses the second chance, but he'll go up a third time and make that one.
Northeastern definitely has to rebound on the defensive end. You don't want to give Pasquotank those extra possessions on the getting offensive boards, because that can be the thing that changes the game when it comes down to the end of the stretch.
That'll be another jump ball between McNeil and Jayon Harris. That'll be an interesting matchup as well. Both players play running back as well for their football team. Of course, Harris plays running back for the Pasquotank Panthers. Damari McNeil plays offense and defense for the Eagles football team in addition to that.
One thing I love is how both players on both teams take pride in their defense, not just their scoring abilities.
Yep, and I know with Coach Ronald Nixon as well, he really tries to drill defense into his team.
Definitely, defense wins games.
Yep, Stallings makes the tough layup, like you're saying, with the left hand as well, giving the Eagles a 31-27 lead as we approach that 6-minute mark. Don't have a score update yet on the matchup between First Flight and Caratuck, but that game is in progress. Another important conference matchup. Harris will take that one in on Bell. You can see Bell can't be as aggressive on the defense because of the fouls. You see he jumped up there, but he couldn't raise his arms up.
Yeah, he didn't want to get called for a foul trying to block the shot.
Okay, Whitby, he'll miss that layup. It'll go into the hands of Jayon Harris. He'll give this one to Spencer, who shoots from the left corner. He'll miss that one, but Pasquotank will get that second chance opportunity, and it'll be the Travian Simpson scoring on the layup.
Wonder how many second chance points they have, because that really can hurt you at the end of the game. Now this game is tied up.
They have a lot of players with offensive rebounds like Spencer, also Trey Barnes, Jayon Harris, all creating those second and third chance opportunities. They'll pass this one out to Whitby. He'll shoot near that right wing. He'll miss that one. And they'll get that rebound right into a trap, but they pass it into the hands of Brandon Smith, going right to left. And he'll pass that one right into the hands of Jaquil Stallings, who will make the tough layup on Spencer. You see things are getting a little bit chippy. Stallings staring down Spencer. Spencer pushed him off a little bit so he can inbound the ball. I love this type of environment though with these close contests. A little bit of a rivalry with both teams coming from Elizabeth City.
Definitely.
As we're going to get another foul. I believe that foul was on Tavon Bell. So that'll be his third foul. As Coach Ronald Nixon, he won't make a substitution. He'll keep Bell in the game. A lot of fans from Northeastern not too pleased that Barnes will get the second dunk of the game. And with that dunk, Coach Ronald Nixon has seen enough. He's called a timeout as we approach the 4-minute mark of this game. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. This game is all tied up, 33-33. We're going to keep it right here as Ronald Nixon, Coach Ronald Nixon, and Athletic Director Ronald Nixon as well.
Yeah, I definitely think it's time to sub. I think it was time to sub in Williams after that third foul, because his kind of energy was just down after getting his third foul, and he kind of let his person just blow by him, face cut him for a nice dunk, and then at that, when the coach calls a timeout, he's the last person walking to the timeout. That's not the kind of thing you want to see from your players, especially when it was their mistake, and you're kind of the reason that your coach called that timeout.
Yeah, actually, the way it's looking, too, he might keep Bell in the game, but it also looks like he's bringing Mekhi Williams in as well. He's checked into the scorer's table. He's sitting with the starters, and officially he's making his way on the court now. So, actually, I believe Bell will actually be on the bench for this one. So, for the Eagles, it'll be number 5, Jaquil Stallings, number 0, Jacoby Whitby, number 10, Colin Moore, number 3, Damari McNeil, and number 24, Mekhi Williams. As this timeout's almost ended, we'll give you the starters, or the people currently on the court now for Pasquotank is number 30, Jayon Harris, number 34, Trey Barnes, number 11, Travion Simpson, number 12, Brandon Smith, and number 20, Tashawn Spencer. And Jaquil Stallings will be the one to bring this one up, going left to right in the radio dial. As we're approaching the halfway point of this third quarter now. As Stallings pass that one to Whitby. Whitby shoots from the left wing, and he makes the triple, giving Northeastern the lead again. They lead this one 36-33 now. As Smith quickly goes to the rack, he'll miss that one as Williams does a cross-court pass with that rebound.
That's kind of something that you kind of risk when you're not crashing the boards on the defensive end, but you're leaking out in transition. Sometimes that can bite you if they're getting offensive rebounds, but in this case, he was able to get out before the defense can recover back to him and get a nice leak-out layup. Didn't go in, but hopefully he can earn this on the free throw line.
Yep, he'll have an opportunity to extend his lead even further. As Whitby in that game in the win against Martin County, had 8 points in that contest. He'll make that first free throw.
I think what'll be good for Pasquotank also is just sitting completely on Stallings' left hand, icing those screens if you have to. Don't let him go left, because once he gets downhill and draws the people, he's able to make the right read. He has good decision making, and a facilitator like him, you want to take him out of the game, at least out of his dominant hand. So force him to go right and see what kind of plays he can make from there.
And he also doesn't mind getting physical on that defensive end as well. You can see now he was almost in that full court press. He's actually guarding Brandon Smith now as Harris will shoot that one on that right wing. He'll miss that one. They'll say it was last touch, I believe, by Mekhi Williams, in the possession will stay with Pasquotank. As Brandon Smith will be set to inbound this ball. He'll pass that one to Tashawn Spencer. You hear Coach Nixon telling his team not to foul. Matter of fact, in their last game against Martin County, they had a total of 16 fouls in the contest. Martin County, unfortunately, couldn't capitalize on those free throws, though, shooting 48%. They're struggling to get some penetration now on his offensive end.
Looks like Northeastern's looking to double.
Yep.
Smith whenever he has the ball, but can't leave him open on that three-point line.
You can see that screen caused just the opening that Pasquotank needed.
His shot has the perfect arc. I mean, it doesn't even grace the rim. It's just all net. It's a beautiful shot, honestly.
Yep, as the Eagles. That'll be a missed layup from Stallings. But they'll still hold on to a 38-36 lead as the Simpson try to come away with that loose ball. I believe that's still the possession will go back into the hands of Pasquotank.
As you can see, Stallings does everything he can. He goes right, but he's looking to get it back in his left hand. Everything he's doing has been going left this game. Take away his left hand.
Yep, that's approaching the 2.5-minute mark now. The Barnes going down low on Williams, who finished it through contact. The tie this ball game up now, 38-38. As you can see, yep, Stallings now. You can see he's using that left hand, bringing the ball up. Would be calling for a screen. Would be a pull this one from that right wing. He'll miss that one. As Stallings will throw that one off of Jayon Harris, giving possession back to the Eagles.
Smart IQ play.
Stallings, although he's a junior, he's been on this varsity team for quite some time, and you can see the experience over the years. As Williams will take the jump shot, he'll miss that one, but McNeil will get the rebound. Stallings will take the three, and he will make the three, and he's going Super Saiyan right now, amped up after every big play. As Smith misses the floater, Stallings comes away with the rebound. 3 on 4, numbers aren't in their favor for the Eagles. They'll pass this one to McNeil. McNeil will give this one to Whitby. He's guarded by Jayon Harris. They'll take the screen from Williams. Williams goes down low. His shot got blocked. He get the rebound, but he misses the putback. And Pasquotank can come away with the rebound.
Very impressed with Simpson's athleticism. The way he was able to get up and block Williams' shot. Simpson's only 6'2". Williams is about, his height isn't listed, but he's some inches taller than him.
If I had to guess, Williams probably about like 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
He's just a bit taller than Trey Barnes, who's 6'5". Under a minute now to go as Smith try to finish on Williams, and he'll get a foul. And that'll be Williams' 4th foul down on the contest. So Williams is definitely in foul trouble now. That'll be 4 fouls for him as Kamori Williams will be set to come into the game. They might have to save Williams now for the twilight of this game, as whenever they get closer to that 4th quarter, as Williams will come out. Smith made that first free throw. Let's see if he makes a second one. He'll miss that one, but he gets his own rebound. He'll miss the second chance opportunity, but Barnes gets another offensive rebound.
That rim is just not working in their favor. It's like they got a lid on that rim. In and out, short rim.
But luckily for Pasquotank, even though they miss, they get the foul call, and they still have an opportunity to get 2 points on the board.
That's just a testament to how hard they crash the boards. Even shooting the free throw, I mean, the free throw shooter is the last person that should get the rebound at the free throw line.
Yeah, I know a lot of coaches, they go ballistic at times when that occurs.
Definitely. The lack of focus.
Yep, as Barnes will miss that first free throw. Number 24, Ryan Whitby, will make his way in for Tashawn Spencer. Yeah, another reason, too, why it's easier now for those white jerseys to get those offensive rebounds, because you have players like Tavon Bell now and Lakai Williams. They had to take a break on that bench right quick due to being in foul trouble. I believe they're both sitting at 4 fouls now. As Barnes going to take his time with this free throw, and that one will still rim off. Damari McNeil will come away with the rebound. Would be guarded by Simpson. He'll pass that one in the corner to Kamori Williams, who misses that 3-point shot. Trey Barnes will come away with the rebound.
All right, this is the perfect time for Pasquotank to keep the ball and get the last shot.
Yeah, they definitely could, especially without there being a shot clock in high school basketball. As Whitby gets a lucky break with a foul call. I believe they say that foul was against Jaquil Stallings for the Eagles. And if you all can hear it behind me, you can hear the fans are not too pleased with that call. So they'll call that one on the floor this time. As Pasquotank could be set to inbound this one. It'll be Brandon Smith. I noticed that they do like Brandon Smith inbounding that ball. He'll give it to Trey Barnes.
I think it might help free him to get a good shot just like that.
I believe you get that turnaround pull-up. Tying this ball game up now 41-41. 5 seconds left to go in the game. Let's see what Stallings can do. He'll pull that one up. He misses that shot, and that'll be how we end our third quarter of action. It's all tied up. Let's see who can come away with it as we start this final quarter of action. But before we get to that, we're going to take a quick time out with the teams as well. But stay tuned for more basketball action on WRVS 89.9 or on WRVS's channel on YouTube. Back to action now as we're getting to the money quarter now. This is where really you get your money's worth. This game is all tied up 41-41. Jarvis Riddick and Karina Scott here bringing you this final quarter of action for your high school basketball game of the week. Actually, Pasquotank will be the one to inbound this one, even though Northeastern wanted tip. I don't know what occurred for them to be able to get that one. Smith will give this one to Spencer, a little bit of weave action. Smith will shoot this one from that left wing, a bit short. Stallings will get that rebound. He'll go left to right as McNeil can't hold on to the ball in transition. That ball will go out of bounds. He's helped up by Tashawn Spencer. Seems like he may not have wanted the help getting up.
That hurts. You have a wide open fast break layup and you miss the ball.
Yeah, but those mistakes like those or those squandered opportunities can make their influence on the game. This game's still tied up though as we approach the 7.5-minute mark. Barnes will pass this one to Spencer. He'll give it to Smith, who's guarded by Jacoby Whitby. Well, actually now he'll switch off and he'll blow past McNeil for a free trip down that lane. In the middle of the lane, he'll lay that ball up, giving Pasquotank the lead now. Tavon Bell back into this contest. Stallings will pass this one to Colin Moore. Bell will take the long three. He'll make that one at first. I thought he was limping a little bit, thought he had a leg injury, but I guess that gave him all the footing he needs as the Eagles will come away now with a 44-43 lead.
I've talked again about his versatility. He just has so much potential. He's only a sophomore. His height, with his ability to handle the ball, run the floor in transition, finish at the rim, defend, and also shoot a deep three like that with range.
Now, I believe there'll be a foul. Was that an offensive foul?
Yeah, it looks like it was a charge.
Yeah, on number 5, Jaquil Stallings, have to get a closer look on him as well. He might be approaching foul trouble as well. As Jayon Harris will bring this one up now, going right to left on your radio dial. Take a screen. He ends up going up and under. Jayon Barnes now gives Pasquotank the lead again now. He'll guard Whitby on defense. We're going to get a foul against Jayon Harris. Jacoby Whitby will inbound this one out for the Eagles. Eagles trailing this one out 44-45 in this final quarter of action. Would be now guarded by Spencer. He'll pass it down low to Bill. Who takes that layup over Harris as we get a technical foul. And I mean, that was one of the most obvious calls. And you can see Coach Ronald Nixon just in complete disbelief now as Mekhi Williams checks his way into the game. I don't know if Bell is fouled out, but if not, one more foul will foul him out. And so he has 4 fouls.
Yeah, that was right in front of the ref, and after he scored, eyes are going to be on you after you score. And they've been doing that all game. The refs have kind of let it slide. So you at least want to warn the players before you call it down the stretch in the fourth quarter like that. But that one was really obvious.
Yeah, I don't know specifically what he said, but I mean, everybody could tell that he was talking to Tashawn, well, actually not to Tashawn Spencer, but Jayon Harris. I don't believe Harris said anything, but I know sometimes too in the heat of the moment when you make a good play, you do want to, I guess, want to showboat a little, especially with the intensity of this matchup. But this is where I was talking about too at the beginning of the game, where this discipline factor comes in, where sometimes you just have to save all those words until the end or let the scoreboard doing the talking for you. So now, although you score, you get a technical foul. The other team has an opportunity to get at least 4 points depending on the shots they make. And now you're on the bench and you're unable to put a little bit more impact on this game.
Yeah, I know that's definitely not something you want to, a mistake you want to make in the fourth quarter, especially with some college coaches. I know ECSU, assistant men's basketball coach in the stands, you don't want college coaches to see that. He has so much potential and can be good at any school that he goes to, but you don't want college coaches to see that kind of performance. You have to be able to contain your emotions and not, they get 2 free shots, they get the ball back, and it's a close game. And now he has his 4th foul, and he has to sit on the bench for a little while if the rest of the game.
With that, Smith makes that second free throw. And also as well, another thing is because you had to get benched, now Mekhi Williams will actually, yeah, but got a bit of an interruption, but now Mekhi Williams has to come into the game a little earlier than anticipated.
Police all in the stands.
Yeah, a little bit of things are a bit heated in the stands as well.
Looks like someone's getting thrown out.
Actually, quite a few people are getting thrown out. Looks like they may be students. And now you can see both coaches are telling the team to come back to their respective sidelines.
Oh yeah, this is a free timeout for the teams.
Actually, from what it seems like, looks like there's a few more people talking now. Looks like Coach LaKendrick Lee might. And now they're threatening to end this, maybe ending the game.
If we do not get order in this gym, we will clear the gym and play the remainder of the game to an empty gym. Everybody have a seat.
I don't know if you all heard that, but the principal of Pasquotank High School was saying now if things don't get settled down, they'll play this game in an empty gym. Things getting chippy actually more so now on the sidelines than on the court.
I don't know what was going on, but I saw a lot of people pull out their phones in the stands, look like to record something.
All players are going to the bench now. Luckily, though, no players got involved in the altercation as well. You don't want to get any consequences as a player and won't be able to help your team out as this game dies down.
Definitely. Your only focus should be on the game. Don't even look who's in the stands.
As like you all heard as well from the principal of Northeastern, not Northeastern, the principal of Pasquotank, my apologies. She said, though, if things don't settle down, she'll end this game on it, like with both teams playing on empty seats. Hopefully that wouldn't mean us in return, because then we could still bring you all the game now. You can watch it on YouTube. Quite a few people have tuned into the game as we're going to get a missed 3-point shot from Smith. Spencer misses the second chance opportunity as Whitby comes away with the rebound.
This basket is robbing Pasquotank of a lot of good shots.
This game all tied up 46-46. 5.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter of action. Stallions will pass this one to Moore, who passes it to Whitby. As they'll pass this one to McNeil now. He tried to get that one to Whitby at the top of the key. It looks like Whitby might not have been ready. It'll go out of bounds now, and it'll be a turnover against Northeastern. As yeah, it seems like now. As now they're saying now some confusion between the coaches now. And at this rate, even being so close as we are to the action, I have no idea what occurred just then.
Northeastern calling for a tech maybe on the coach, but I don't know what exactly he did.
Me neither. Seems like now some commotion now between the coaches now, as looks like Trey Barnes might be getting set for a free throw. Seems like we got another stoppage of play. Seems like now there's a conversation between the Northeastern coaching staff and the officials. Still have a bit of commotion. In the meantime, though, while we do have a little bit of time during all the commotion, just want to let you know that since you're all listening on YouTube now, also if you want to see more WRVS content on YouTube, we also have the WRVS podcast network, and it has shows like the ECPPS podcast and more. You can download your favorite shows online at WRVS899.com or wherever you can find your podcasts. As now this game is back into action as Smith will bring this ball up going right to left.
With 5 minutes being left and it being a tie game, this is the time where you want to slow your offense down and take good quality shots. Pass up a good shot for a great shot. Get those shots that are kind of guaranteed to go in the bucket or to get a foul.
Yep, as there's a missed shot from Pasquotank there. The Eagles will come away with the rebound. Stallions will bring this one up. He'll be guarded by the Travian Stimpson, depending on the screen. Simpson to fight over the screen. Whitby try to put that one up. He'll miss the shot inside of the paint. Pasquotank comes away with the rebound. As we approach 4.5 minutes in this final quarter of action for your high school basketball game of the week. Pass a bit high. Let's say that ball was last touched by Spencer. The possession will stay with the black jerseys. As Whitby will be the one to inbound this ball. It's a Kobe Whitby, that is. He'll get that one to Stallings. You see the coaches telling him to take his time now on this offensive possession. He'll take that screen from McNeil. He'll lay that one up. He can't make it. And they'll say that ball was last touched by Williams. Williams might want to step away from the official now. He's in foul trouble as well. Don't want to get anything unnecessary. I don't think he didn't say anything salacious, but you don't want to take any chances.
I think ref might have missed that one. Definitely Spencer looked like he hit that one out.
As Whitby now is having a conversation with the referee. He'll still give the ball to Northeastern. As Whitby will be the one to inbound this one. He'll get that one to Williams. He'll pass that one to Stallings. Very close game now. This game is all tied up, 46-46, as this fourth quarter is halfway over now at that 4-minute mark. Stallings guarded by Spencer. I believe they called a foul against Spencer. Yep, that'll be a foul call against Tashawn Spencer for Pasquotank.
All game, Northeastern has been doing the same thing, giving Stallings a screen so he can, at the top, so he can go to his left hand every single time. He's going left. They would just take that away and ice the screen or not get caught under the screen. I think they could slow him down.
As they're going to call another foul against, well, not Simpson, but Spencer.
He's handling that pressure really well, though. He's knowing to attack, and they can't stop his left hand, so keep doing what's working.
Woodby will be the one to inbound this one again. He'll inbound it to Stallings right at that spot. He'll take the screen from McNeil. It's currently guarded by Brandon Smith now. The game has slowed down just a little bit. He took a bit of a hop step. He'll miss that shot, but Williams tried to throw the ball. It looked like he tried to save it actually instead of throwing it off of a white jersey, but it goes into the hands of Trey Barnes. As Coach Nixon is telling his team to get back now as we approach the 3-minute mark in this final quarter of action coming up. As Harris will give this one to Barnes now. He'll find Simpson. He's being guarded by Damari McNeil. As we get under 3 minutes now in this final quarter, he'll pull this one over McNeil. He'll miss that one, but Barnes comes away with a second chance opportunity. And Smith can't make the three-point shot, but Travian Simpson gets the offensive rebound. He misses that one. Makai Williams could have gotten the rebound. It looked like he couldn't fully hold on to the ball. It'll bounce off of his knee, going out of bounds, giving possession right back to Pasquotank.
Pasquotank's offensive rebounding ability has been major for this game. They've gotten so many extra possessions and converted on a lot of them.
Yep.
And that's the momentum you want in this fourth quarter, especially with only 2.5 minutes left.
Yep, as McNeil comes away with that rebound after the missed shot from Pasquotank. As they actually stopped the play because they were saying they assumed Coach Ronald Nixon of Northeastern called a timeout, but Coach Nixon said he didn't call a timeout. As we approach 2.5 minutes now in this contest. Possession will stay with Northeastern, but yeah, we just had a quick stoppage of play for a mistake. Now Whitby guarded by Harris. He'll take the screen from McNeil. He'll zip to the paint, and he'll make that layup, giving Northeastern a 48-46 lead now with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go. Harris now guarded by Whitby. Let's say that was a foul against Whitby.
He's only had 2 fouls, so he has something to give. He can still play aggressive, good defense.
And I do love the passion from these players. You actually know it's serious now when Coach Nixon is trying to call the players. Like usually it's Coach Nixon that's the one that gets ecstatic or elated. But he had to tell his player to lock in right quick. And for both teams now, the goal now is to just finish the game. As Smith, he'll go up on Makai Williams. He'll miss that shot. Whitby comes away with the rebound. Simpson to go on the floor. He's guarded by Barnes now. He'll pass that one out to Whitby. Whitby will shoot this one. He'll miss that three. It's a bit short on that right wing. And now we will get a timeout from Coach Nixon. And with all the confusion, we'll take a quick timeout with him as well. But stay tuned for more basketball action on WRVS 89.9. And you can watch online on YouTube at WRVS 89.9's YouTube channel. Yep. Yes. Yes. Now with the break. I'm coming back now. You can bring me in. Back to action now, a little under a minute and a half to go. A lot of people standing up on the floor now as the Eagles are leading 48-46 with just a little over a minute to go.
Definitely want to hold this ball and get your last shot. You don't have a shot clock to work against, so with the lead, you can hold it for the rest of the time.
That pass would be a miss that layup. This time they'll say there was a foul. I believe that was on to Sean Spencer. As Williams hit the ground, and he'll get up now though and take some free throws. But we just got to talk about the defensive effort though from both of these squads though. When you look at the Eagles, team that averages 72 points per game now, only sitting at 48. And then when you look at Pasquotank, they average 62 points a game, and they're at 46 now. So it's been a really big defensive effort from both squads.
Definitely. Both teams have played really hard this game. I mean, going after loose balls, going after rebounds, doing the little things that wins games. I got to give both of them their credit for how they played.
Williams missed the first free throw. We're going to get some substitutions in for Pasquotank as number 22, Jamari Hill, will make his way into the contest.
Your Pasquotank, this is exactly what you would have wanted. Them to drive and not use the rest of the minute that you had left and send Williams to the free throw line.
And Williams get ready to take his second free throw, a big free throw, as he misses that one. And Hill will come away with that rebound. He'll give it to Simpson. And then Simpson tried to give it to Smith, but that ball was taken. And now the Eagles are playing a bit of keep away now.
Yeah, those turnovers hurt. You can't make a turnover like that.
As we're going to get a foul now, an intentional foul. Maybe the Travian Simpson had to let Jaquil Stallings know, I guess, to prevent hostility as well, to prevent any more. It was just an intentional foul. I think that both players are cool now. And I believe now Stallings will go to the free throw line. It's a 1-and-1 situation. Stallings, he'll take his first free throw, and it goes in now. Got to add a little bit more pressure now to Pasquotank's side. As now they'll need a three-point shot to tie this one up. With 48 seconds left, still plenty of time for them to be able to come away with something, but they can't make any more mistakes. Jaquil Stallings, his team's third leading scorer, averaging about 15 points a game and 3 assists as he makes the second free throw. We're going to get a timeout, this time from Northeastern.
He made this one-point game into a two-point game. That's clutch free throw shooting right there.
And I guess, Karina, though, what would you do in this situation now if you're the Panthers now? You're trailing by 4 points. I believe there's about 40-some seconds left to go. Actually, there's more time on this timeout than there was time remaining in the game. So now so the Panthers will have limited options. What would, I guess, hear the Eagles in the background cheering on their team. Really hard to see who has a home court advantage today. You have, I guess since both teams are in Elizabeth City, it's easily for both teams from both schools, or fans from both schools, to be able to get in here. Also, I'll get to that in a few moments after this play from Hill. He'll miss that shot over Williams, and Williams get that rebound. That's a clutch rebound as well. We usually, when we think of clutches, for the most time, it's like hitting a game winner or a shot, but sometimes a rebound can be clutch as well.
Definitely. Especially against Pasquotank, who has been killing them on the offensive boards all game. That's the one that matters.
Yes. Actually, while we have
Make sure you call your rise. Call a leader, call somebody.
Actually, too, while we have a little bit of time, I want to look at those standings in that conference. A big game as well. As Stallings makes another free throw for his team from the line. It is actually important standings. So when you look at the standings as well in the Northeastern Coastal 3A, 4A, and 5A conference, Eagles and Martin County are actually tied for first place at 3-1 with a conference record. First Flight is actually was tied for second place now, and Pasquotank County is sitting at 4 with a 1-2 conference record. As we're gonna get another timeout, gonna keep it here. As there's 25 seconds left to go in this game, as we get a quick timeout. Checking in for the Panthers after that break will be number 10, Jaden Mitchell. Pretty sure now Coach Ronald Nixon is going to come up with a game plan for his team to hold on for that basketball as long as possible. I actually have a few people now leaving the game. Also, while we have a little bit of time, I want to send a huge shout out to both teams from Pasquotank and Northeastern for participating at the annual Robert L. Vaughn Seniors Border Clash. Both teams in that contest. Both teams played some teams from Virginia. When you looked at Pasquotank, they actually won against Deep Creek. Unfortunately for the Eagles, they lost a close game situation against Manor. But once again, we want to give all our thanks and gratitude for both teams for coming in and participating in the event. And we hope to see them and plenty more border clashes to come. As the Eagles now back on the floor. Critical situation now for Pasquotank. They're trailing this one out 51-46. That timeout is over now. About 25 seconds left to go. As Jayon Harris will be the one set to inbound this ball. Now the officials will say the play is live now. He'll get this one to Brandon Smith. He'll give it to Jayon Harris. As Simpson, he misses that three-point shot. The rebound to go to the Eagles. Williams took that one to McNeil as Whitby, he'll cross half court. He's met with a trap between Simpson and Smith as we're gonna get another quick timeout. Yes. Looks like a few more people might be getting ready to exit the game. As many people as it is out here, some people probably trying to get a bit of a head start to leave with all that traffic that will probably be out there. I remember actually came in here during the JV boys game, and it was people already trying to line up in the doors before the doors were fully open, trying to reserve their seat.
These are the best type of crowds and games to play in when you're a player. And I think it brings the emotion out times too, because you have your fans backing you up. You kind of want to take pride and kind of put on a show and, of course, get a win for your fans, especially if you're Pasquotank at home in your home gym. You want to protect your home court in front of all your fans. You can't let someone come in and get a win on your home floor.
Absolutely, and you can see as well, like we were talking about, not only do both these teams play in the same division and conference, they just want to win for the bragging rights as well. The Eagles already up 1-0 from that win in that Christmas tournament that took place in December. And then the next time these two will play will be at Northeastern. And actually, it could be a potential, like, depending on the circumstances, they could play a fourth or fifth time, depending on how the conference championship and the playoffs are seeded.
I always say it's hard to beat a team 3 times, let alone 4 or 5 times. So.
Well, now Northeastern, they done got the second one out of the way with the a quick victory as the Eagles will win this one 51-44. The Eagles will go up 11-2, 4-1 in the conference. Unfortunately for the Panthers, they will fall to 12-4 now, 1-3 in the conference as well. But stay tuned, we're going to give you a quick interview from our player of the game as well. It was a very good game.
All right.
You see now the Sheriff's Department is telling everybody to, well, not only the Sheriff's Department, just people in general, like some staff just trying to get people to go on home. But we're going to give you the final moments of this game. In the meantime, we'll give you an update on what some of these teams will be doing tomorrow. Both teams have back-to-backs as the Panthers will play the Hertford County Bears tomorrow, January 28th. Also playing tomorrow will be the Eagles. They'll face Wilson Prep on January 28th. As now we're going to get ready to give you a quick interview as soon as they're ready. But also, while we have a little bit of time, just want to say thank you to everybody who listened to this game as well on YouTube and also on WRVS 89.9 on the radio station. But now here's Karina Scott getting ready to interview the player of the game, Jaquil Stallings. Now, take it away, Karina.
Jaquil, congratulations on this win for your game. How does it feel winning in this intense rivalry game atmosphere in front of all your fans